Slowest ever. All right, we are probably live. My computer just hasn't caught up yet.
I see you on my phone.
Are we live?
It says you're live on.
Okay. Fantastic. It just kicked me to my homepage on my Facebook. I got to get back. Oh, because I'm on here. I'm in Zoom, not on my Facebook. Duh. Because it's my first day. Anyway, welcome everybody to our today's live. We are so happy to have Liz with High Fiber Artz. Last minute change of events. We had her scheduled a couple weeks out. So since she was so great in sending all of her stuff so early, we thought we'd just bump her to the head of the line. So welcome, Liz. Hi.
Hello.
How are you today?
I'm good. It's a nice morning in Portland, Oregon, so that's always good.
Very nice, very nice. Okay, so we have a, hang on, we got apparently, I have it set to speaker view, not gallery view. So, all right. And there's a little bit of a delay, so hopefully we don't start talking over each other, because you know we can't do a live without some technical difficulties. So yeah, anyway, we're so happy you're here today. So you have a lot of gorgeous yarn for us to look at here in a bit. And we're gonna kind of do things a little differently today. So we're gonna kind of do a tandem. I'm gonna do the interview with Liz here, and then we're going to hand it off to Natalia to discuss the goings on. Hang on, let me see if I need to, why is my internet acting funny? Okay, well, you know how it goes here at the Twisted U. Hopefully we don't have too many glitches. Anyway, Natalia's gonna take over the middle part, the classes, the crochet, talking about this beautiful thing right behind me, thanks to Kimberly Dillon. She did an amazing job. This is a crocheted blanket for us to display at the Twisted U. She made this. This is crazy. A lot of stuff going on here. Anyway, it's gorgeous. Thank you, Kimberly, for letting us showcase it here at our shop. The little details. It is a pattern by Joanita Theron, if I said her name right. Anyway, here's the info. It's backwards, but you can pause it and hold a mirror up. Anyway, so welcome everybody. So Liz, let's start in with you. What made you become a yarn dyer?
So I've been interested in yarn craft for a long time. I've been crocheting for over 10 years and knitting for a little over 5 now. And when I first started, doing crocheting, especially, I just wasn't seeing the colors that I was imagining in my head. I'd go into a store, whether it was, like a big box store or even like a small yarn store. And I was like, you know what, these are beautiful yarns, but they're not what I want to put into a piece that I want to wear. And so that's why I started dyeing, is because, I wanted to put what was in my head, into a garment.
Awesome. Well, you definitely command the control of color, as we'll see shortly. So where do you find your muse? What inspires you?
So pretty much everything around me. I live in the beautiful state of Oregon, and I like to go out and hike and go on adventures. So the scenery of Oregon, but when I say everything, I mean everything. I mean, food inspires me. I'll be watching a movie or a television show and I'll go, oh my gosh, that needs to be a colorway, So I would say everything around me inspires me.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I noticed, we were talking a little bit earlier before the live, that birds inspire you. There are a lot of beautiful, colorful birds in Oregon. I'm a native of Oregon, so I can appreciate the color the choices, and I mean, I can see how it's easy to be inspired simply walking out your front door. So how long have you been doing this?
So I've been dyeing yarn for, gosh, like 6.5 years, but I wasn't good at dyeing yarn. I didn't start selling it until about 4 years ago in 2018.
Awesome. Uh, so kind of a futuristic 8-ball question, crystal ball. Where do you see your company going in the next couple of years?
All right. So, I'm one of those people that like I wouldn't say I'm like hard on myself, but I always like want the best for myself. So gosh, in the next 5 years, I mean, is the sky's the limit, right? Punch a hole in the sky kind of thing. I'd love to have my own facility to dye yarn out of. Maybe sell, my own product as well in the store. Really just do like, bigger mass production, like the big companies, like, the big indie dyers, like Lola Bean Yarn Co., Hedgehog Fibers, kind of being on that level, to where like you go into a yarn store and people are like, hey, why don't you have High Fiber Artz yarn? I want that yarn, and that's like everywhere in the country, everywhere in the world, as far as I can take it.
Right. Sure. No, that's awesome. That's a great, those are all great ideas. Let's see. So today we're doing a little different. Liz was generous, so generous in sending us prizes, plural. So we're gonna do 2 drawings today. You wanna tell us what we got here?
Yeah, so each one of those packs has my alpaca sock base on it, which is like unbelievably soft. It's like this real buttery yarn. And one of the colorways, the pink one, is my ribbons and bows colorway. Excuse me. And then the other one, the more gray blue one, that's Electric Mayhem. And then the packs also each have an enamel pin inside. And that's something else that I do. I not only dye yarn, but I like to design enamel pins. So that's really fun. So I figured, I'm, going to be going on for a few weeks and I sent a whole bunch of yarn. So why not do 2 giveaways?
Yes, and we are excited about that. So stay tuned, everyone, for that at the end of the video, of course. And the way you get involved in the drawing is you simply comment on the video. So jump in, say hi. Natalia's helping me today on the comments during my session, my time on the video. Then I'll take her spot and she'll jump on. So anyway, stay tuned for the exciting giveaway. We got 2 of them this time. Thank you so much. Liz, we're gonna do the walk around on the yarn now. So give me a second to switch cameras because this is on my laptop and I have my phone over there. We just learned today that I cannot go live on Zoom to Facebook on a mobile device. So yeah, we'll keep that in mind for next time, which is why we were late. We apologize for being a little tardy today. But like I said, if something can't go wrong, then it's not a good live. So anyway. Oh, somebody's interested in what's going on over here. All right, so we mute this. So give me. And let's stop this video.
Jay says Chadwick is styling today. Lots of positive comments and reviews.
That's awesome. Where did she go? All right, Liz, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Let's see here. All right, how about now?
I can hear you.
Fantastic. Okay, so I need to switch this camera. And we're switched, finally. Okay, so here is all the stuff. That was sent to us by Liz here. Let's see if I can get this to switch cameras here. All right, well, I'm looking into a little tiny pinhole of a picture here. So this is 70% superwash merino, 30% silk. Oh my gosh, it's so soft. 231 yards. You sent us several bases, didn't you?
Yeah, I tried to send a good variety because some people like fingering, most people like fingering, but you always get, you know, those people that like to use the bigger weights too. So I sent
Sure.
them PA as well.
Hold it down a little bit.
Oh, my phone was tilted. There we go. Okay. Any of these your favorites, or do you have multiple? Do you have all of them your favorites?
Do you mean the colorways or the bases?
Yeah. Either. Do you have
Okay.
favorite colorways, favorite bases to work
Um,
with?
I'll start with the bases. So I really like my reliable base. Now, that's the 80/20 superwash merino nylon.
Mhm.
The fingering one, not only because it's versatile, you know, fingering, you can do sweaters, shawls, socks with it, but particularly that base. The reason why I love it so much is because, and you guys know this, you know, during the pandemic, there was a massive yarn shortage. And so it was
Yeah.
really hard to get a hold of undyed yarn for us indie dyers. And I was kind of freaking out a little bit. And so I couldn't get my normal bases that I was carrying, you know, 4, 5, 6 months ago. And so because of that, you know, I decided to do a lot of research. I dug deep and I found that base. It's called Reliable. And the reason why I named it Reliable is because it's a local base to me. The mill that makes it is based out of Oregon. And, you know, the sheep are abundant out, you know, in this area and
Right.
stuff.
Yeah.
And so I'm able to get it. And so that's my favorite base. And then as far as colorways go, gosh, it's so hard to pick just one. But I think maybe out of that bunch, the purple one you're looking at right now, actually Loved Ones. I really like that one. Because it was actually, again, like my base that I liked, it was born out of the pandemic. When I first started selling it, I did a whole bunch of colorways in a series. And it was pretty much a series to like appreciate those around you. And so I named one of them Hope, one of them like Peaceful, you know, and so that one's just kind of like an ode to like, you know, hold close the people that you love. And so I love the colors in it. And I also love what it means.
That is so great. All right, so we're almost around the circle here.
So I'm gonna adjust it so that I see
Yeah. I don't know how to change this. Sorry, we haven't, apparently you're not showing up.
Well,
We can hear you.
here she is.
Oh,
It's all good. Never mind.
there's only 2 settings. It's speaker or gallery.
Okay.
So I don't know what it is on my phone, but yeah. Anyway, so you did send us some samples of stuff knit up in your yarn. This is one of my favorites. This hat is gorgeous and the yarn is beautiful. And the pattern is Intersectionality Hat by Sheila Bond. One skein project. That's awesome. This is made out of your burst. And it's on Ravelry, but it's a beautiful hat pattern. I don't know if I could wear it because there's a lot of holes. My head would freeze.
It's a good spring, summertime hat.
There you go. Yeah, there you go. And this gorgeous thing, holy moly. That's one of our shawl pins. This is Lightning Bugs by Laura Eiler, Aylor, 2 skeins of Medusa and 1 skein of Hydra. The cool thing is you sent yarns to make these specific things. Is that correct?
Yeah, I did.
Awesome. So if any of you out in video land, wait, was that all? Was there, oh, there's one over here. If you would want to make something specific, and we have the yarns for it. There's Natalia. This one is absolutely gorgeous. See if I can get some of the detail here. The colors are insane. Let's see the tag. Okay. Oops, upside down. Which came first? The age-old question. See if I can get that to focus. It looks like just 3 skeins. One Loved One, one Frosted Flower, and one Electric Mayhem. Here, let's see if I can get the backside here. Look at how that works up. And it's so soft. Look at the detail. Beautiful. And I'm assuming you made all the samples, yes?
Yeah, and there was a crochet one too. It was like a yellow one. I'm not sure if you guys put that one up or not.
Oh, yeah.
That
one was the coolest one.
Oh, it's over here.
Oh, yeah. Here, I'll hold it up.
Okay.
Do you want to, I'll go, light so it's better.
Sorry for the whipping around here. This
okay.
one is actually so cool because that is 3D right there. These little knobs.
And yeah.
So here's the pattern. Kiko Shawl by Elise Crochet. 2 skeins party hats, 1 skein cherry blossom. And that's the inside. And this is the outside. So great. This one's crocheted, you said, correct?
Yeah.
Awesome. Just in time for National Crochet Month.
Yeah, I knit and crochet, so I wanted to make sure I at least got 1 crochet sample in there for you guys.
That is awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna switch views on this camera, and then we're getting ready to hand it over to Natalia for a while. And let's see here. See if I can figure out how to. All right, Natalia, you ready?
Yeah.
So I'll leave my phone camera on for you. Anyway, so Natalia's gonna take over. So bear with us 1 second while we make this switch.
Okay. Hey everyone. I saw Brandon, you commented something about the texture of this shawl. I agree. I didn't even know that was possible with crochet, but that's kind of cool. The cool thing about crochet, you can make like 3-dimensional shapes. You can make different like little animals and all kinds of things. Yeah, that's cool. So I wanted to talk a little more about National Crochet Month, and I researched a few designers that I thought were pretty cool. So I'm gonna kind of show you what we got here. Okay, so I found one designer, I'm gonna say her name wrong, I think. Clarizabeth Lopez Rodriguez. She's Puerto Rican, and her company is called Crochet Cakes, which I thought was like the cutest name to describe a company, Crochet Cakes. And she has quite a few designs that I thought were really interesting, just very unique. This one is called the Crochet Flower Duster, and it takes a lot of influence from like Japanese kimonos. So I thought that was really unique. And then she also has, this one is called Las Nubes Top. Oh, I just love that detail on the bottom there. There's so many like different things you can do with crochet. And then she also makes she has a podcast and a blog, and Chadwick will link her website down below, which is cool. And then the other one is Yesabet Bueno. And oh, she has some wonderful designs as well. Okay, let's see this one. This is, oh wait. Ananda Brioche hat. Okay, but now that I thought this was crochet. Can you double check that, Chadwick? This hat. I have a link on there.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It might be knitting, but we'll see. This one's called Shakti. This is a lovely pattern. Has some nice like crochet lace on the top there. Oh, I love that. And then, okay, so this one's my favorite one called Skimba Top. Now, I thought this is just so nice and cute and light for summer. I think I'm really gonna have to beef up my crochet skills to learn how to make that one. So yeah, there's just tons of things you can do with crochet. I love it.
In Spanish or Portuguese.
Well, okay.
Crochet. The hat's
Oh,
crochet.
okay, it is crochet, but it's like brioche crochet. I didn't know that was a thing.
And
Right,
so
so-
is the what? You're looking at a white shirt sweater?
Yeah, I know the rest are crochet. I
Yeah.
just wanted to cover that.
She's all crochet.
Cool. Yeah, and I was gonna cover classes a little bit. Let me just grab the class sheet. Okay, cool. So as you may have noticed, we've had lots of different classes on our website that we're just super excited about. Lots of different types of classes, new stuff. We got this little, the Soaring Slippers. These are so wonderful. It's a nice little introduction to color work here. These are kind of nice because they're slightly felted, meaning it creates like a nice sturdy fabric. So we have like this class open. We have one seat left. It's on March 16th. And a couple other sessions on there. So that's fun. Snea's gonna be teaching that one. He's also teaching this dashes and dots cowl, which is great for beginner knitters who know basic knitting techniques, I guess, knit some pearls. That's gonna be open on March 27th. We have a beginning hat class. We have, oh my goodness, we have way more classes than I thought. I don't even think these are up on our website yet, are they? Maybe.
They will be by Wednesday.
We have a knit along. It's called the Big Damn Hero Poncho. Okay, that's news to me. Toe-up socks, another learn to knit, heartwarmer cowl class, underwing mitts, and starflake colorwork headband. Okay, so these are all going to be more information later today and in the email that I'm going to send out. So that's going to be cool. And then one other cool thing is that we're finally have a spinning class. So learn to spin. It's going to be later this month, March 21st. It's going to be 2 sessions and just limited 4 seats. And
It will be a Sunday class.
a Sunday class. So it's brand new to the shop. Really excited to have spinning finally. Kind of diversifying our crafts a little bit here, and then kind of looking ahead, we're kind of anticipating some embroidery classes as well. We recently got in touch with an embroidery instructor, so really excited for that. I just got myself some embroidery tools and been kind of playing around with it. Yeah, so fun things on the horizon at the shop. Again, I'm going to send out an email later today with more information on the classes. And
I have a couple of questions for you.
okay, questions.
First one is the scarf pattern you're wearing is beautiful. It says
Oh,
honey for snow.
thanks.
I don't know what that pattern is.
That's a good
Remember?
question. This is my first whack at brioche. I think it's a Stephen West pattern, but with brioche, increases can be kind of tough to do at first. So I definitely messed up the increases. So I don't think this is like the shape it's supposed to be. I just kind of like played around with brioche. So, there's lots of, I think, maybe like introductory brioche patterns that are kind of simple like this, but really they are kind of complicated. But this was really fun. I had the opportunity to study abroad a couple years ago, and I took a solo trip to Amsterdam and visited the Stephen and Penelope store over there. And that was like the reason why I wanted to go on this trip. And anyway, I got all that yarn there, and I was just like, we're sitting on like the pavement on one of the canals and like winding this skein of yarn. And I remember there was like a group of people going down the canal, and the tour guides like, oh, never sit on the cobblestones, like they're filthy. And here I am just like winding my own skeins into a ball. But hey, it was really fun, and now I have that yarn forever. So yeah, it's fun. Knitting's yarn crawl stories.
Another question, Stacy Manning Avina is asking, that hat is fire on you. Is it felted?
Yeah, that's another kind of a fun story. So this is a felted hat. It's a braid. It turned out really thick. This is only the third hat of wet felted. And it's kind of fun. It's, you know, has all those little designs on it, but it's reversible too, because like felt is just super flexible. So I can turn it inside out and it becomes just like a yellow hat. And this idea is all thanks to Jade. Jade from the Twisted U. She had the idea of making a red braid. I thought that would be so cute on her. And we've been wanting to do some wet felting together, but we never got around to it. And you know, Jade, unfortunately, but fortunately, she's leaving the shop. She has another job opportunity for her, so really gonna miss her. And I really wish I could have felted something with her before she left. But yes, this is idea thanks to her. Yeah, so lots of color today. I love, you know, colors in the spring. It just makes spring so exciting. You know, it's such a fun time to be alive and to be under the sunshine. You know, oh, love it. Any other questions? I feel like I'm just rambling. So excited.
I do have a question about bringing your own equipment for the spinning class, and I am finding out.
Okay, yeah, we'll find out about that. I think that would be acceptable. That's fine.
I think it is bring a wheel and that kind of stuff, but we will find out and make sure it's
we'll
make sure it's in your email.
Yes, we will send those details out. Cool. I think that's about all I have to say. Oh yes, the contest. We still have our knitting and crochet contest for the Warmth of Fiber. There's a post out on Facebook, and it's getting lots of attention. You know, you can like your favorite knitting and crochet piece, and those results will be out. The winners will be announced this weekend or like beginning of next week. So they were all stunning, and it's just great to see what y'all have come up with. And yeah, there's some, I'm looking at them right now and they are incredible. So now would be a great time to come down and visit the shop, check out our awesome crocheted blanket here, and you can see the other kind of crochet and samples that we have in store. Yeah, pretty exciting. Cool. Anything else, Chadwick? So I think that's about it. Cool.
All right, just 1 second. We move over here.
It's giveaway time, I believe.
It is giveaway
So Chadwick's going to
time.
go back into the video and do that. Also, I know in past videos, Carolyn asked, like, who are your favorite crochet designers? Feel free to drop those below. Again, I tried to find those comments, but it just took me a while because there's so many live videos at this point. So if you have any crochet designers that you love or patterns, just comment them below. I'd love to look into them, and maybe I can blast them out in the email I'm going to send out later today so that other people can see those projects as well. Okay, well, see y'all. Chadwick's going to do the giveaway now.
All right, everybody. It is that time. And again, Liz, thank you so much for providing us with the prizes today. Prizes, plural. So generous of you. I have my name. Sorry for the big jar. But everybody that commented on the last video is in this little bucket of paper. So let's give it a good mix up here. Oops, one dropped out, put that back in. All right, so again, included are 2 skeins. This one is alpaca soft. It is, see, let me see if I can hold it farther away. Tiny, tiny print, it's really tiny, see? I'm not really that old. Anyway, 60% superwash merino, 20% alpaca, 20% nylon. This is gorgeous. This is the green, blue, gray color. You get a little, see there, you can see it, enamel pin. And so this is prize number 1. So prize number 1. Go to the bottom here, pick 1. Drum roll. Well, looky there. Heather Peterson. Yay. If you would please reach out and let us know if you want to stop by and pick it up if you're local, or please reach out and give us your address so we can mail this out to you today or tomorrow. Prize number 1, Heather, congratulations. So number 2, same yarn spec, 60% super, yeah. Beautiful little pin. Kind of jealous, I kind of want this myself. Here we go. Actually, I want the blue color. I like the blue and the green and the gray. Okay, prize number 2. Of course, now the papers are stuck together. All right, Lori Carson.
Yay.
Woohoo, yay. All right, so thank you so much for participating today, everybody. Liz, thank you again for taking time out of, I'm sure, your very busy schedule.
Thanks for having me.
Chat with us today. Appreciate you immensely. We are so happy to have your gorgeous yarns in our shop. Yeah, so have a great rest of your day. Liz, you have an awesome day too as
You as
well.
well.
And as always, everybody stay twisted. Have a great one. Bye.